People that go around and talk about shit, guys, haven't performed it or done it. That's why they have to talk about it. Bragging rights is a right, and if done correctly, requires no words. If you have to talk about the success, guys, you cheapen the accomplishment altogether. The true champions are quiet. The critics of life, these fucking parasite society, has never seen the crowd from the field's view. They've also never taken a breath of air that's mixed with anxiety and pressure. They know no victory nor defeat, because they never put themselves at risk, they never shown up, they've never walked their talk. So therefore, we tell them to go fuck themselves in their opinion. We don't care what they fucking say. All we care about is people that can perform. And those guys and girls, they don't need to talk.
You know, there comes a day, man, everyone's gonna have this day. There comes a day where being average, being mediocre is just sickening to you. It's just sickening, it makes you wanna throw up. Because you've seen people with far less talent than you. As you're growing up with them, their childhood buddies, whatever else, they didn't have what you had. Yet now they're fucking to become something that you haven't. There comes that day, it's either when you're young, you know, and it strikes you on the baseball field because you're sick of striking out, or it's when you get fired from your 5th job, you know, and your wife and kids are on your ass because you don't know how to support them anymore. There comes a fucking day where push comes to shove, where being mediocre, being like average and shit just fucking burns. It sucks so much. You can't deal with it one more day, and you get off your fucking ass and you create something that's always been there. It's always been inside of you trying to come out, but you've never wanted to unwrap it because it's too much fucking pain and commitment. You were scared you were gonna fail. You were scared if you started, you never finish it. You didn't want to tell anyone about it. You knew it was there, but you never wanted to embark on it until something fucking hits. You get fired or somebody else gets success, remind you of what you could have been. And then the fucking spark is born. And no matter what happens, I'm never gonna be in this boat again. And you get up and you go, even if it gets knocked down, you just keep going, you're a wild man. And life has never been so sweet. That can happen at an early age, it can happen at a later age. It's gonna happen to somebody no matter what, it's gonna happen to you. And when it does happen to you, thank your lucky stars that finally you're alive. It's time to unwrap the potential you can be. Superior, man. It's within you. It's within every single one of us. And the people that have risen to that level were no different than any one of us. It's just they believed it and they're willing to work their fucking ass off to get it. It wasn't about the potential. It wasn't about the genetics. It was about the perseverance. And it was about being the hardest fucking worker in the room. That's what got them there. And it didn't happen overnight. They got knocked down more than they ever stood up. But they kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going, because what else is the alternative? To be average again. That sucks, man. And it really sucks when you've tasted success at one point in your life. When you have sex with a woman and it's the best sex ever, you want to have sex with her again. When you eat a fucking great juicy steak, man, you want to have that again. When you go out and you train hard to play baseball and you connect and you hit the winning home run, you want to feel that way again. When you taste these finer things of life, all the pain, all the work, all the sacrifice to get them is well worth it. If anything, it's a small down payment for the price and the reward you got and that feeling. And once felt, how do you ever turn your back on it? Stop running from the potential of what you can be, guys. It's inside of you. It's always been there. Grab a buddy of yours. Say, man, me and you are gonna fucking do this together. And you're gonna be on my ass if I start slacking. I'm gonna be on your ass if I start slacking. And I'll never accept mediocre again. I'm always gonna give it my 110 fucking %. That's the only thing I can ever say a solid day's work. That's all that will ever find peace in. If you guys do not do that, I promise you, your life will haunt you for the rest of your days. If there's potential inside of you, which you know it's there, but you're too scared to tell anyone else about it, and you go on and on, get older and older and older and older, and the windows of opportunity start to close, and you knew it could have been given birth to, but you never did it. I promise you, it will haunt you. It'll be more, it's a living nightmare, dude. That fact that you had the ability to do something and you're too weak to fucking turn the key and start the engine on it is a greater disappointment and a greater burden to carry than any of this physical sweat equity or pain in the gym or sacrifice. All that is just nothing compared to a life where you're burdened by regret, guys. What is life? What the fuck is your life? Are you happy with it? And if so, it's just the intake and outtake of breath that makes you put a smile on your face? That's something your fucking mother gave you. You haven't earned that. What have you done with your life to make it something else besides the normality of everybody else? The intake and the outtake of what you call life is nothing more than time. And unless done something with, it's forgotten about. There's no footprint of your existence left for anyone else to follow. Life is time. And a life that's remembered, where a footprint is followed behind in footsteps of inspiration and motivation, is when time is met with opportunity and action. They collide to be a life of remembrance. The problem is, most people don't have a plan. And without a plan of your own life, you become the plan of someone else's life. You're not running the day. The day's running you. The differential between those people is belief. One person with belief overrides 100 people with just intent. Intent is thought process, thinking, wargaming it, never putting a foot forward, never putting their face or their name to the fire. Belief is going after and figuring it out along the way. This workout is going to bring that belief back in your life. It's a back workout. And after this workout, not only will you have a stronger back, you have belief and confidence put into action. Life. No longer is your life filled with stop signs and yield signs and halts and this shit and fucking unauthorized motherfucking signs. Life begins now. If it doesn't begin now, your life is fucking over. That was Thomas Edison. Sure glad he kept going. Here's a guy that, once he found out his want, the nourishment of that want was fear and failure. It's all he knew. So of course he kept trying. I mean, when have you ever tried something over 1,000 times and still continue the course? I can't say I ever have. This guy did. His want was so strong and so nourished by all the fear and all the failure he had his entire life. He knew nothing else to do. He never knew success. He just knew what he wanted. And failure is all he ever knew. So of course it failed. He's like, oh, no problem. It's an average fucking day. I can keep on going. Every time it failed, the invention got better and better and better. So he kept going and going, finally it fucking lit. He had over 1,000 other patents too, by the way. Remarkable. More visual encouragement for the willpower and belief inside what you can do. Another guy out in the Far East, he's an engineer, you know? He likes to work on cars and do engine stuff and, you know, grease monkey dude. So he wants to get a job, wants to get paid for what he loves. He knows what he wants, that's what he wants, man. So he goes to Toyota, the big car company in his area, and says, hey man, I'm an engineer, man, I can make some kick-ass engines and shit. And he comes in and they talk to him. Toyota's like, get the fuck out of here. You don't have the credentials, you don't have the experience, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Who do you think you get out of here, you're wasting our time. He's sent home with his tail between his legs. Still wants to be an engineer. Wanted to do it, you know, on the assembly line Toyota. They said no. He didn't stop, he kept going. So instead of being in the assembly line Toyota, he was in his garage doing it. Started making little scooters. I liked it though, man. You know, that's what he wanted to do. So he did it in his garage, scooters. Got on that scooter and drove it around town. The neighbors were like, wow, badass scooter, man, it's pretty cool. He tried it. He tried it, it's pretty good. You know, the fuck Toyota, man. Why are you going to your own business, man? Be a little entrepreneur, make scooters. He's like, yeah, I love it, why not? I'm gonna do scooters. That's what he started with. That's not what he ended with. His last name was Honda.